Today we're coming to you from Bonsall, otherwise known as the hidden gem of San Diego. This community is located just miles from the Oceanside Pier in the quaint downtown area of Fallbrook. Bonsall gives its residents the feel of country living, but it remains within just miles from more urban areas. With breathtaking views, sunrises, and sunsets, Bonsall is a community in San Diego that truly is a breath of fresh air. We're going to catch up with Michael Gaddis, a resident here and your real estate expert out of this marketplace. Michael, thanks for having us out here.
I'm glad you guys came.
So I heard that Craig calls you the triple threat.
Yes, he does.
Tell me, why is that?
He does it because I'm a lawyer, a real estate broker, and a mortgage broker. So I kind of bring all three into one person.
So how does that benefit your clients?
Well, it's kind of like I take the skill sets of each of them and I basically give them to my clients. For example, when it comes to negotiation, there's probably it's very hard to find anybody in San Diego County that has the negotiation experience that I do due to my legal background.
Absolutely, you're one of a kind.
That's right.
Not just the triple threat, but the trifecta.
The trifecta, that's it.
Well, we can't ignore the sounds of the rooster calls and the beautiful view behind us. We are in the community of Bonsall. Tell us about this area.
You know, I consider Bonsall the hidden gem of San Diego County. I mean, it's literally one of the most amazing places in the entire, maybe even in Southern California, because it has that rural feel to it, yet within 10-15 minutes you can be on Oceanside Beach. So that proximity to the ocean, but the rural feel really make Bonsall special.
Yes, we are literally 10 miles to the Oceanside Pier.
10 miles, that's it.
Let's talk about the weather here, because we are close enough to the ocean. That, you know, has the residual effects here. It's not too hot.
No, it never gets too hot here. And the great thing about it is Bonsall has kind of a microclimate. There's a lot of nurseries, tree nurseries and flower groves around here. They basically, you know, that they sell to stores, things like that. So when you're driving through Bonsall, all throughout here, you'll see, right now down here, you see vineyards down here. You'll see things of agricultural purposes growing here just because of that micro community.
And you were telling me that you have a friend from Italy.
I do. I have a friend from Italy who comes over and he looks at all the views, as you can see the views of the mountains and such, and he tells me that it reminds him of Tuscany. And I know I agree with him. I mean, right over there, the view over that mountain in the mornings, the sunrises that come up are incredible. I mean, the colors that are displayed, they're magnificent. And when, you know, it's cloudy, there's days when it's cloudy, and if you have low-lying clouds, this house sits up high enough that literally it looks like you're on an island in an ocean of clouds.
And you really know firsthand because you live here.
I do. I live in Bonsall, so I love it. I'm very passionate about it because I love the lifestyle. This is not just a home that you buy here, it's a lifestyle. I mean, look right down here. If you like horses, you can see horses every day. I mean, there's an equestrian facility right there where they train them how to jump down there. And there are miniature horses down there as well.
Nice.
Not small horses, miniature horses.
Let's talk about the house that's overlooking this beautiful land behind us in the mountains. Tell us about this property.
Well, this house is about 3,200 square feet, and the sellers have done extensive upgrades inside. I don't know if you saw the kitchen when you walked in, but it's massive.
The island is enormous.
It's so large, and it's two complete solid pieces of granite. And the way they put the granite down is because of the way they cut the granite. They basically seamed it together to make this transition that's almost unnoticeable.
Absolutely, and also the wrought irons, the staircase.
The staircase with the wrought iron, that's custom wrought iron work that they did there. And with the marble floors, it just has an incredible feeling when you come in here.
Well, they spared no expense, and neither did you with the marketing of this property. Tell us what you've done.
Well, what I like to do with all of my listings is I like to use technology. So I had a Matterport camera come in and basically do a 3D visual walkthrough of this house. And if you're not familiar with Matterport, a Matterport camera, it's basically the same type of camera that they use for like Google Earth when you walk around and you can see outside anywhere, except it's using that technology on the inside, which allows me to market this house not just locally, but globally.
And you've also created a website for this property.
That's right. I have a website that's dedicated specifically for this property. And on that website, you'll see the 3D visual tour. You'll see 3D floor plans with dimensions that are 99% accurate. You'll see aerial drone photos, and you'll see the regular photos. There's a bunch of information about this house on that website.
And you also have your own website, michaelgaddis.com, where
That's
we can
right.
learn about this property and so many others in the area.
That's right.
Thank you for having us out to your hometown, Michael.
I'm glad to have you guys.
You just heard from real estate expert Michael Gaddis about the beauty of Bonsall and his beautiful listing in this micro market. We'll see you next time.